our pastors' wives here at this church, and particularly Sue, who has led the way for so long, because she makes it look so easy, and it's really not an easy job. So I just want to thank you, Sue, and say, this one's for you.
Come on, we gotta practice. Come on, let's go. Come on, she's slow. She's not slow when there's cookies around. Let's go. You have cookies for her? We're old waiting for the two of you. All right, page 35. Singing the wrong part again. You're the alto, not the soprano. I am? And I'm the soprano. No, Ruthie, I'm the soprano. I sing the melody for the Gloria part.
You keep calling for Gloria, but she never comes.
Edna, for the last time, there is no Gloria.
Miss Gloria!
What's going on here? I heard the wailing.
Edna just thinks she misses somebody she can't remember in the first place.
I was talking about the singing.
Very funny. Do you mind? We're trying to rehearse, and we only have the room until 10.
Oh, is there a funeral that I didn't hear about?
You're a riot, Nurse Ratchet. We're singing the finale for the annual Beechwood Home for Retired Pastors' Wives Christmas Gala, as if you didn't know.
So you are going to do it, even without Esther.
Esther? Where is Esther?
Moved to Florida to live with her daughter, traitor.
Tell me, what song are you going to sing?
Angels We Have Heard on High, the one with the Gloria part.
Gloria. Gloria. Miss Gloria.
It must be hard to be a quartet with just the three of you.
Tell me about it.
Well, we tried to get Althea, but she would only do it with the solo. She had to have the solo part.
No, that's my part.
What about Myrtle? She loves to sing.
Tried her too. She refused.
Oh, why?
She doesn't like Martha.
Who asked you?
She thinks Martha's too bossy.
Why do you always remember the stuff you're not supposed to remember?
Wait, girls, I have good news. We have a new resident today, and she's got a lovely singing voice. I heard her while she was unpacking, in fact.
Really? Anyone we know?
Oh, possibly. Her husband was the pastor of the big church on the corner of town years ago.
No. Not Susie.
Susie McGibbon.
Not Susie.
Not Susie! Not Susie!
So, you know her.
The pastor's wives community is a small group.
I thought I was safe here.
What's the matter? What did she do that was so bad?
Nothing. In fact, she's not bad at all. That's the problem.
The problem?
Susie is, how shall I say this? Well, she's perfect.
Perfect? No way.
Yes way. Like Mary Poppins. And though we all adore Susie, except for Martha, that can be really annoying.
She sang like an angel. And she played the piano like a piano playing angel.
Angels don't play the piano, they play the harp.
Oh, did she play the harp too?
And she smiled all the time, like she was always happy to see you.
Oh, that was the worst!
What's wrong with smiling?
There are times when it's just inappropriate.
Well, that may be so, but Martha, it's a Christmas concert. I think that's a great time for smiling, don't you?
Absolutely not! Christmas time is serious business for pastors' wives. It's the time of year we dread the most. Girls, do you remember all those Christmases slaving over Christmas programs and trying to get the choir to sound like something slightly more pleasant than ducks on a muggy day?
You forgot the Christmas pageants.
As if I could forget. Endless parade of kids whacking each other with shepherd's hooks. Joseph standing there with his finger in his nose.
I love the angels.
But Susie's pageants.
Don't remind me.
Handmade costumes. And remember that vintage stable she had made out of real Lebanon cedar? And her baby Jesus never cried. Ever. Susie was the Martha Stewart of Christmas pageants.
Oh, I got straight over!
Girls, that was such a long time ago. I mean, come on. You need a piano player. Just let her accompany you.
We don't need a piano player anymore. We're going to do it Acapulco.
Acapulco?
That means with no piano.
I think I went there on my honeymoon.
Well, she'll be here any minute.
No. It was Saskatchewan.
What was Saskatchewan?
My honeymoon.
Who goes on their honeymoon in Saskatchewan?
Pastors.
Wait, did you say here any minute? Like now?
Yes, I did. I mean, I thought it would be nice for you girls to greet her. You know, make her feel comfortable and help her to settle in.
It's cold in Saskatchewan. Even in June.
Not as cold as it's going to be around here in a minute.
You don't understand. She'll ruin everything, just like she did with the Pastor's Wives Club.
You had a club for pastors' wives?
Well, of course we did. And Martha was the president. That is, until Susie came along. She took over the annual PWC Victorian tea. There were sterling silver tea sets on every table, custom doilies, little tiny teacups that she painted herself. There was flowers and music and little tiny lights everywhere. It was just magical. And the food, real authentic English crumpets and scones
And those little tiny cucumber sandwiches with the dill mayonnaise.
And homemade lemon curd.
Oh, talk about the lemon curd. I mean, who on earth actually makes lemon curd from scratch?
Susie!
Oh my, she does sound pretty perfect, I must admit.
I'm getting kind of hungry. Is it lunch? No, I'm Edna. You're Gloria.
She gets a little mixed up these days.
Ruthie, you're here too. You have no idea how good it is to see a familiar face today.
You look good too, Susie. Doesn't she, Martha? Martha.
Oh, hello, Susie. I didn't see you standing there.
Martha, you are a sight for sore eyes.
Don't do that. I have an infection. I get sick.
What kind of infection?
Bubonic plague. What's going around?
Are you going to sing with us, Gloria?
Edna.
What?
Gloria's a song, not a person.
Are you girls singing?
Well, sort of. Our quartet is doing a number for the Christmas Gala.
Oh, that is lovely, but there's only 3 of you.
Well, it's a micro quartet. Kind of a new idea that we just thought of.
Ruthie, you always could make me laugh.
That's what I was telling you about, Susie. These girls, they need a 4th for their quartet.
I would love to sing with you. It would be so much fun.
Oh, we're not allowed to have fun when we worship the Lord. Martha always says that if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right.
Right, Martha? I did not know that applied to singing to the Lord, too.
Shows how much you know.
Ladies, I'll be in my office if you need me. Or if you need a place to hide.
Edna, so how long have you been here?
Well, I thought you knew.
No, I don't.
Oh, so you wouldn't know then, would you?
Look, we don't mean to be rude, but we only have the room until 10, and we have to rehearse.
I know this arrangement. Maybe I could play the accompaniment for you.
Oh, that's okay. We're going to Acapulco.
Maybe it would be a good idea, Martha, just have a piano till we learn our parts. Maybe just...
Okay, fine, whatever.
Well, I'm a little rusty, but hopefully I'll get by.
Hold on!
Oh, something wrong.
Yeah, this isn't a Beethoven concerto.
I'm so sorry. I just don't know what came over me.
Just keep it simple.
Okay. perhaps practice all your parts individually first before we sing them all together?
That's a good idea, Gloria.
I'm getting a sore throat.
Must be that plague thing acting on.
Well, why don't we just call it quits for tonight?
Oh, no, I would love to help.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Just like you wanted to help with PWC. And I never heard the end of it. Susie this and Susie that. Susie, Susie, Susie. Well, no more. I declare this a Susie free zone.
Okay. Well, I should probably be going then. I do have a lot of unpacking to do. But I want to say something before I go. I know you think I was always so perfect, but believe me, I'm not perfect. In fact, most of the time I spent as a pastor's wife, I often felt more like a failure. I mean, who honestly can live up to the ideal notion of what it means to be a pastor's wife? We were expected to lead the choir, play the piano, teach Sunday school, make meals for visitors at the drop of a hat, raise perfect children, remember every person in the congregation's name, organize potluck suppers, recite Bible verses from memory, decorate the church for Christmas and Easter, and live on a pastor's salary, which would make the average mailman laugh. All with a smile on our face. You tell me how anyone in their own strength could ever do that. If it wasn't for the grace of God, I would have never made it through.
You forgot the Christmas pageants.
And baking cookies. I love cookies.
Yeah, well, we all know you did those things better than anyone else.
It's funny that you should say that, Martha, because I always thought the same about you.
You did?
Yeah. I remember my first ever PWC prayer breakfast, and you got up and led the whole group in prayer. It was one of the most stirring prayers I ever heard. I was so afraid to pray out loud back then, but it was you who gave me the courage to try.
I did?
That's true, Martha. You were the best prayer I knew, and the loudest.
And you, Ruthie, I loved your sense of humor no matter what the circumstance. I never was very good at telling jokes. I always wished I'd be more like you.
Like me? Seriously?
Yes. Do you remember that poem that you wrote for the PWC Winter Fiesta?
Of course I do. Would you like to hear it? The pastor is my husband. I shall not complain. He maketh me to teach Sunday school. He causeth me to head the women's ministry. He enticeth me to lead music, so he does not have to. Yea, though I walk through the attacks of the complainers, he stands right behind me. I shall fear no gossiping tongues. They cannot harm me. Surely patience and long-suffering shall follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in the house of the parsonage, wheresoever my husband may be called to go.
I always wanted that on a plaque right in my kitchen.
I haven't thought of that in years. Maybe I should work up a comedy routine
And you, Edna,
Yes,
more than anyone else, you taught me what kindness looked like.
really? What does it look like? Like you? Like me? I always thought I looked like my mother.
My very first meeting, you were the greeter. You came up to me and said, Susie, we're so glad you're here. You really meant it.
It's so nice. Why did I call you Susie?
I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for being the light in my life. You will never know how much you did for me. Now, I gotta get going.
Hold up a minute, Susie.
All right already, she can join the quartet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you do owe us a favor anyway after all those things we did for you. But you have to sing bass and play the piano.
I thought you were gonna do it a cappella.
That might not be the best idea.
Gloria, could you sing with us?
Yes, I'd love